Good afternoon. I'm Ray Collins. Scott and Haley are off this evening. Our top story, arson suspected in an early morning fire in Palmetto. Thick black smoke filled the air from an auto dealer on 8th Avenue West. And the fire marshal says it may have been intentionally set to cover up a previous break-in. Our Dwayne Lindo is live at the scene. Dwayne, what do you have for us?
Well, Ray, there's still an investigation going on, but at this point, they believe it's arson. Palmetto police also looking at someone snooping around the building, around the property, saying this may be the individual that started the fire.
It broke out around 7:30 Friday morning.
Fire was out of control.
It's just a shock, and it's like, what happened? What's going on here?
Witnesses, as well as the building owner, watching the storage unit go up in flames. Black smoke could be seen for miles. The roof and walls collapsing on a boat, camper, and numerous tires held in a storage unit. The structure completely destroyed. Firefighters say the tires making it difficult to put out the blaze.
Yep, the tires, they burn extremely hot. We have to use a lot of foam. We actually use about 30 gallons of foam to help suppress that fire.
A building that has been there since the 1920s and used to be a church is now in ruins. And according to Palmetto Police Chief and the North River Fire District, it's all the work of an arsonist.
We're not sure at this point why. There are also some indications that the person's responsible for this tried to get into other areas on this property, this business.
Surveillance video on the scene shows a suspect wandering around and breaking into other buildings on the property. The owner says there was even physical evidence left by the suspect.
It looks like they cut themselves breaking into one of the buildings, and there's some blood there.
The police using the blood and other avenues to find this suspect.
We were trying to get some video from some of the adjoining businesses, even a block or so away, and we're going to be anxiously reviewing that.
Business owner Ben Shive says although the historical site they used as a storage unit is now in ruins, he'll make the best of the situation and move forward.
The historical site has reached out and asked for some of the blocks that the building's made out of. The family that owns the property, the Thornton family, has reached out, and they want some of the blocks for their personal use in some of their landscape, and we'll probably use some of the same in our personal landscape as well.
Now, no other buildings were affected and no one was hurt during the fire. Again, there is still an investigation going on while Palmetto PD is trying to find the suspect. Reporting live in Palmetto, Dwayne Lindo, your SUNCOAST News.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. Other news now, Northport police are asking for your help to find a man caught on camera during an armed robbery. Police say the robber walked into the discount tobacco and beer store with a semi-automatic handgun last night. Here he is on video. He demanded money from a shopper and clerk, then drove off with the money in what detectives believe to be a white Cadillac with large rims. In fact, police say that distinctive vehicle may be the piece of the puzzle detectives need.
A Cadillac with large aftermarket rims. There can't be too many of those around the area. Of course, this person could have come from anywhere, but if you see this vehicle or you know anything about a Cadillac with large rims, certainly give us a call.
No one was hurt in this robbery. If you have any information on the suspect, you can call the Northport Police Department. The heroin epidemic on the SUNCOAST continues. Deputies making another overdose arrest today. In fact, this man, the Sarasota County Sheriff deputies say first responders found David Lee passed out in a bathroom stall in a convenience store on the South Trail early this morning. They say he had a needle in his hand, and inside a backpack he had heroin, cocaine, prescription pills, and drug paraphernalia. Lee was medically cleared and then taken to the Sarasota County Jail, where deputies charged him with drug possession. Some Longboat Key residents are concerned about dozens of dying mangroves there. The mangroves are on the north end of the key in an area known as Beer Can Island. The majority of the beach is covered with healthy mangroves, but along certain strips, mangroves are dead or dying. Some people suspect it has to do with beach erosion causing more washovers of the area. Mangroves are a crucial part of Florida's shoreline, offering an ecosystem for sea life and protection from storm surge.
It's like one of the critical ecosystems of the Gulf. Without the mangrove fringe, the Gulf ecosystem could conceivably collapse.
People think a beach is just sand and water, but the really important parts are the sand dunes and the mangroves that hold everything together. And if we let those go, there'll be more flooding and more damage over time.
Town officials are considering a groin or a jetty to the end of Longboat Key that would help prevent further beach erosion and also preserve the mangroves. An observant charter boat captain spotted something unusual on his fishing trip today. Captain Mark Bailey with Double Marker Charters was on a 6-hour trip reeling in some kingfish. Afterwards, though, about 12 miles out, Bailey spotted a large turtle near the surface. He quickly noticed something was wrong when the turtle didn't swim away.
When we got close to it, she wasn't really going down. Normally these turtles, when they come up, you know, when they see you, they'll put their head up, have a look at you, and then they go straight back down. They just want to check you out. But this one, when she tried to go down, kind of her back end would come up, and she didn't really go anywhere.
Captain Bailey called Moat Marine Lab in Sarasota. Employees came out and brought it back to their facility and are now caring for this turtle. Way to go. Good teamwork there. Now a man who's caught a few fish in his day, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Those captains are great stewards of the Gulf of Mexico and the Sarasota Bay as well. Always looking to do a great job helping out all the marine life out there and other boaters as well. Here's what's going on with the satellite imagery. You can see some high clouds streaming in our direction. Looks rather ominous on the satellite imagery, but the storm system itself is really stationary or drifting off to the west right now. So the clouds build up, the storms build up, the upper level winds carrying some of this high cirrus clouds in our direction. So we'll see that through this evening. Right now, the current conditions, it's pretty warm. We have not had that sea breeze kick in, so temperatures still mid to upper 80s. And the sea breeze just now developing right along the coastline. We had a brief shower here at the studio just about a half hour ago, and it was not much. It moved on through, and it's out in the Gulf of Mexico, continuing to wind on down right now. You can see a few showers near Venice, too. We had a few brief sprinkles there, and a couple well to the east of the interstate near Sebring. But this rain is not what we need. We need a widespread rain event. It doesn't appear it's going to be happening over the weekend, which is good because people are going to be doing a lot of things outdoors, and looks to be pretty good on sunrise services for the area on Sunday morning. 88 degrees right now in Parrish, the same at Lakewood Ranch, 84 at Siesta, right there at the end of the pier in Venice, 79. We'll have more in the forecast for the weekend and beyond coming up in a few minutes, right?
Thank you, Bob. Talk to you soon. New satellite images show a North Korean nuclear test site primed and ready for a launch expected to happen tomorrow. President Trump has called North Korea a problem. At the same time, some are asking what message the massive bombing in Afghanistan is sending. Janae Norman has the latest for us from Washington.
All eyes on the Pacific ahead of an anticipated nuclear weapons test in North Korea.
North Korea is a problem. The problem will be taken care of.
With global tensions already flaring, President Trump's tweets calling North Korea a problem and a menace that's looking for trouble may only be adding fuel to the fire. North Korea's vice foreign minister said Washington has become more vicious and more aggressive since Trump took office. All of this as satellite images show a North Korean nuclear test site primed and ready.
North Korea's got to change its behavior.
Ahead of that test that could come this weekend, questions over what message dropping that massive bomb in eastern Afghanistan sends to North Korea. That massive ordnance air blast, nicknamed the mother of all bombs, weighs 22,000 pounds and is the largest non-nuclear bomb the U.S. has ever dropped in combat, part of the ongoing fight against ISIS.
We will remove the sanctuary in Afghanistan so that fighters may not flow from Syria to Afghanistan. This weapon was the appropriate weapon to use against this target, and prior to this, we didn't have such a target.
Former Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad questioning that on Twitter, asking, is the person that drops the world's largest bomb on Afghanistan a bearer of peace or a demon? It doesn't appear President Trump took any senior staff with him to Mar-a-Lago. ABC News asked which military advisors would accompany Trump on the trip to keep him informed over the weekend, but the White House wouldn't provide any details. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Meantime, President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort is under fire after a health inspector served the kitchen with 13 health code violations. Those violations happened back in January, but just came to light on Wednesday. They range from not keeping raw meat cold enough to undercooked seafood. Mar-a-Lago's spokesperson says they fixed the mistakes immediately, and that the kitchen is now in full compliance with Florida's health code. Now, the 2018 campaign for the U.S. Senate is not even started yet. However, Governor Rick Scott and U.S. Senator Bill Nelson are already taking opposing stances, and it's getting emotional. Scott is touting a decision by President Trump's administration that will provide $1.5 billion in low-income pool, or LIP, funding to help Florida's hospitals provide care to poor and uninsured patients. while the incumbent Democrat Nelson called the governor's support of LIP funding while rejecting $5 billion in Medicaid expansion the greatest inconsistency, irony, and hypocrisy. And Floridians can expect more exchanges between the two. Nelson says he is prepared.
In Florida, the third largest state, I take nothing for granted. I always run scared as a jackrabbit, like I'm behind, and I will continue to do so.
And much of Governor Scott's electoral strength lies in his ability to raise money and also bolster it with his own personal wealth as well. Still to come on your Suncoast News, a nearly $500 million donation for the Ringling Museum of Art. Details on the project already underway on the grounds. Also, the official weekend forecast from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. And later in Health Smart, researchers may have uncovered a way to stop certain cancers.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can own one for just $24,999. Or get one of America's longest-lasting pickups and save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
A big donation to the Ringling Museum of Art. The $400,000 gift will go toward building a new glass pavilion. Longtime supporters Charlotte and Charles Perrette and William Smith Construction gave the money. The pavilion will house the Ringling's growing collection of studio glass. It will also serve as the formal entrance to the historic Oslo Theater. It'll also provide a new rehearsal and performance space as well. It should open later on this year in the fall. A parade for kids and created by kids rolled through the streets of downtown Palmetto today. The annual DeSoto Children's Parade kicked off at the Manatee Fairgrounds, eventually ending at Sutton Park. All the parade participants are kids, bands, school groups, dance teams, cheerleading squads, all taking part. The kids also built the parade floats and judges picked their favorites. The theme of this year is manatees.
I really
enjoy seeing all of the kids and participating with their schools, the camaraderie between the staff and the children, and just really having a really great time.
All good. The best float gets the opportunity to be part of the Hernando de Soto Night Parade, which comes our way on the 29th of April. Later on this month. Nice day for a parade, Bob.
Yeah, and that's always a huge event, too, on the 29th. They had the bottle boat regatta last weekend right there at Palmasola and Stewart Elementary. They won again. They always seem to do real well in their division, and I had a chance to be in that children's parade 3 times with Emma and the float, and it's always a lot of fun, well attended.
Oh,
and
I bet.
The weather was perfect for that.
Good.
We are looking at pretty good weather, too, for sunrise services for this Easter weekend. Looks to be really nice, and this is a great photo. I used to live right there and fish right off this pier just at the end, north end of North Siesta. Christine sending this one in. There's a nice fishing apparatus right there, that nice boat right there. Moving through the calm conditions there with that east wind. It always is a little calmer right near the coast. And as far as the weather headlines, it reads like this: a warm weekend ahead. We had highs last 2 days in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, near record highs anticipated. And then a chance for some rain next week. Late next week, there's a chance for some showers, a little more tropical moisture coming into the picture. On top of that, a frontal system approaching. So with those two factors, maybe, just maybe, we'll get a good chance for some more widespread rainfall. We've had just a few sprinkles this afternoon across the Suncoast. This looks rather impressive in terms of rainfall out here, but it's moving off to the west. The high clouds are actually being carried by the upper level winds in our direction, so we'll see some of that. We talked about that earlier. No rain associated with those, though, as they move in our direction. The showers themselves continue to push off from the east to the west right now, and that's what we're seeing. Some light rainfall occurring across South Florida and near Lake Okeechobee. Currently, off in the distance, you see some clouds. It's 86 degrees, and the humidity a low 31% now, with that east to northeast wind at 14, and the pressure now 30-10, and that is holding steady, falling just very slightly, but holding steady for sure. Saturday's forecast looks like this. We'll see sunshine and then a few clouds in the afternoon and evening. Temperatures mid to upper 80s inland. Near the beaches, a little bit cooler into the low 80s there, and we are anticipating a nice day on Sunday, Easter Sunday. As we look at the RPM forecast model, you'll see that steady flow around this persistent area of high pressure, which continues to anchor itself off of Florida and the Carolinas right now. Not doing much except for providing us with some nice and delightful weather here. That will be the case through Sunday afternoon and beyond into Monday and Tuesday. Eventually by Wednesday, slight chance, better chances for Thursday and Friday of next week for some much needed rainfall. There's no real big system right now across the U.S. We have this low pressure area moving through Iowa and Missouri, as well as into Illinois and Wisconsin and Minnesota this afternoon. Some showers and storms associated with it as it moves off to the northeast. And out west, still some showers into Washington, Oregon, Northern California, Idaho, and western portions of Montana tonight, as that area of low pressure continues to kick off to the east-northeast. Temperatures around the U.S., well, it's pretty nice in the nation's capital, 71, a bit cooler in Boston at 55. St. Louis holding on at 80 degrees now, in Minneapolis at 62, and Denver 78, 81 in Dallas, and 65 in Los Angeles. The forecast for boaters for Saturday looks like this. We'll start off with a breeze on the morning hour, east wind at 15 knots, and then later in the morning it will subside somewhat, 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 2 to 3 feet to start the day off, subsiding to 2 feet in the afternoon, a moderate chop, and the water temperature 74 degrees. UV index will be high at a 10. The tides upcoming, low tide at 10:26 and another one at 9:12. Sunset at 7:54. Partly cloudy, clearing late, and a slight chance for a lone shower through the next hour or so. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a few afternoon clouds, and yes, a few sprinkles are possible late in the day. Most areas staying dry. The extended forecast calling for warm weather right through the weekend, and then the rain chances starting to increase. Pretty promising on Thursday and Friday, at least a 40% chance. Right?
Been a while since we had some rain. Thank you, Bob. Now to the Suncoast traffic watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up on US 41 in Sarasota, right there near Fruitville Road. Quite a backup right now. And that's it for our traffic right now. On to health news. Australian researchers have discovered a new way to stop the growth of colon and stomach cancers, and that could lead to a new drug in the next few years. Scientists at the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Research Institute have found a drug-like molecule to inhibit the protein that fuels cancer growth. When tested in animals, existing colon and stomach cancers stopped growing. There was also a drop in the appearance of new cancers. The team says the drug could be ready for clinical trials within 3 years and may also treat other cancers as well. When we think of our health, most of us think about our mind and body. A survey by the marketing firm J. Walter Thompson found that more than 3 out of 4 Americans associate health as a mental condition as well as a physical one, and nearly half said being mindful is a form of health. About half of those surveyed said they prefer a non-medical approach to treating their ailments, if possible, with younger people especially preferring that method. Still to come, a driver with a slithery stowaway where this car with a python was hanging out the window. And forget an Easter egg drop, how about a lighter, fluffier drop? Kids run to snatch up thousands of marshmallows. The story is still ahead.
The official SUNCOAST storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is rated the #1 car brand in safety, and all Subaru models with eyesight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. And you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
This Saturday only, save 40% off factory direct windows. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing.
Usually when you're on fire in Vegas, it means you're gambling well, but not last night at the Bellagio. Look at this. Police had to shut down parts of the Strip overnight after a fire broke out outside the popular hotel casino. You can see flames shooting up from the hotel's roof and debris falling from the fountains. Firefighters were able to knock down the blaze in less than half an hour. No one was injured, but the roof is indeed damaged, as you can see. A one-of-a-kind sight on the Beltway in Houston. A woman was driving on Wednesday, and when she looked over at a car next to her, she did a double take. A giant snake dangling from the driver's side window. She quickly grabbed her cell phone and began taking video of this one.
Out of the corner of my eye, I thought it was like a guy with tattoos, because it just looked like, you know, when you hang your arm out of the window. Right. But then I saw the tail move, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude has a snake. Amazing tattoos. It wasn't just a snake from the photos. It appears to be a python. A police squad in Pearland, Texas is out of commission right now because it has a much bigger purpose. A mourning dove has made a nest at the base of the windshield where it meets the hood. The dove is sitting on top of eggs, and police have decided to let her be until the eggs hatch, and it looks like the bird picked a very safe spot. Of course, 24-hour security there.
It's raining marshmallows right now in Wayne County, Michigan. Look at this. Children ran through the grass at a park to snatch up thousands of marshmallows that were dropped from a helicopter. The 33rd annual marshmallow drop is a tradition around Easter weekend there. The kids collect as many marshmallows as they can find and turn them in for candy as well as an Easter sketch pad. Nothing sketchy about that. Still to come on your Suncoast News, an emergency room that comes to you, where this new ambulance service is making house calls on the Suncoast. Plus, less money for Florida State colleges, the cuts being proposed in Tallahassee, and how it could impact local students. Straight ahead.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean really moves me.
One.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.